my hat's off to Fresno. I thought they played a great ball game. They just they dug out some really tough two-strike at-bats. They got some quality contact. We left some runners on. We just didn't play a great ball game tonight, and they were a big reason for it. The pitcher did a great job holding us at bay. A couple opportunities with a couple runners on in the first 3 or 4 innings. We had a leadoff runner on. I think it was even in the 5th, and struck out with the runner in motion. So it was a stalemate for the first 5 innings, I think it was, and then they were waiting for a little crack, and the crack came with a ball that we just couldn't find in the night sky. So sometimes those games, they come down to just those little moments that give somebody just a little edge, and then they can take advantage of it. And Fresno was able to do that tonight. I thought they played a great game and deserved to win.
Okay, guys, questions for Coach Esker or the student athletes?
What was Andrew? That breaking pitch Moorhead was working pretty well. He controlled it really well.
Yeah, he was throwing fastball, slider, changeup, and pretty much throwing anything he wanted at any count, keeping our guys off balance. It was pretty effective. He was keeping it down in the zone, and like I said, was able to do it in any count. So that's what Daschbach was.
Was it difficult to pick up the ball with his kind of the funky motion he kind of has?
Yeah, it was a little deceptive. He had a little bit of hitch in there, but nothing that we haven't seen before.
What did you think of Will's on the mound?
I think he did a nice job, and most of the time Will's outings, we want to get him to a certain point and then hand it off to the bullpen. We don't expect him to get into the 8th or 9th inning necessarily, and if he gives us 5 solid or into the 6th, we feel like our bullpen can kind of get us there. So I thought he did a nice job against a really tough lineup who made it really tough on him as far as there was a lot of back and forth, really hard contact, I thought, on both sides early on in the game. I think they lined out 2 or 3 times. I thought we hit some balls hard. It was just kind of one of those games where it's just going to be one crack that was going to kind of, give an opening to one of the clubs, and they got it first. What was not working for the bullpen? Yeah, good question. Usually that's been the strength of our club. With more so than what we didn't do, I thought it's what they did. I thought those at-bats they had with the double down the left field line and then the double down the right field line were two great at-bats, 2 strike at-bats. I thought we were ahead and had them down on some counts, and I thought that they just did a great job of being tough outs.
Who's starting tomorrow then?
Not sure yet, not sure yet. I mean, we've got between Williams and Miller, but again, we're going to make the best decision, gives us a chance to get back and win this tournament, not just win one more game. So we're going to go back and look at the matchups a little bit and see what that looks like. And if it means that, we've got to get Miller the ball and get to the evening game, then we'll do that.
You've obviously been in this situation before. What do you guys have to do to try to win 3 in a row?
Yeah, I mean, we were here last year and the year before, and we got to come tomorrow. We got to win game 1. That's most important, so we can get to game 2. But our focus has got to be game 1 to start.
Yeah, it's hard to think about winning 3 games at once, and that's almost impossible to do. But we can win one game 3 times. If we focus on one and then just get to the other. And I've been in this situation before, so we've got some history back there. I know. We went to Wichita a few years in '96 and was behind the 8 ball. Had to beat a good Texas Tech team, and sometimes and sometimes you need those moments. You can have those moments where you need a heroic performance, and maybe the MVP has to sit in our dugout if we're going to get out of this thing.
They remind me of Fulton in a lot of ways. Fresno State. They remind me of Fulton, tough outs at the plate, kind of 2-strike mentality.
Yeah, they did a great job. They had a great crowd behind them. Real vocal crowd, and so they made it tough on us for sure.